Honourable Member for Namibia.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. We thank the Finance Committee for this work. Mr. Speaker, I think that we must, and it's important, we must ask the question, the objectives of the One District, One Factory. And it is very, very important. I think one of the core objectives of the One District, One Factory was to speed up industrialization, create jobs, create employment. And Mr. Speaker, this is very important. I looked at the company's own objective for trying to get the government to give year-end tax waivers, and this is what the company is focusing on. The overall aim of our company is to consolidate its business with the World Food Program, establish alternative distribution channels in its retail market segment. And then it goes on. The company also wants to sustain growth and improve its cash flow and profitability. Mr. Speaker, it's very, very important that we know what has been the history of this company in terms of the management of the company in the last since 2011. What has happened? Where did they get to where they are? That government has to intervene. Mr. Speaker, it is important that we focus and address these issues. And I think that I am not saying that work has not been done to basically vet these companies. But it's important that anytime a company is coming in for tax waiver, their objectives must be aligned with what the government's objectives are. I didn't see one word from the company about how many jobs they are going to create with this waiver. None of that has been stated. How many jobs are they going to create after the tax waiver? The Minister of Finance and the Deputy is contradicting his own minister. It has implications for our pairs. It really has. We are already struggling with inflows to our revenues. And so we must ask these questions. They are very important. Mr. Speaker, is the objective of the One District, One Factory, has it changed from creating jobs to reviving dying companies who has been mismanaged in the past? Have we changed? Mr. Speaker, these are very important questions.
Honourable Member for
Mr. Speaker, my honourable friend on the other side asked a question a rhetorical question which I want to respond to. He asked whether the object of the 1D...
If you want to contribute, I'll give you the opportunity, then you will answer his rhetorical question. But otherwise, you must show that he has done something or said something against the rules.
I take a cue from you.
Very well. Yes, you may continue.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I think that I raised these questions because we must be guided in going forward to ensure that we are identifying companies that are aligned with the objective of the One District, One Factory. What was promised, the initial promise, was to really spur industrialization, create jobs, and see these companies just coming up in every corner of this country. Well, it has been redefined. We have accepted that we cannot actually go and create new factories. So let's go around and find old companies that we can help. That's what we are doing. But I'm saying that having changed our story and gone for a company that has been established in 2011, what we must do is to make sure we really draw a balance, that these are companies that we are going to really put money in, and we are going to still meet our objectives. We are not going to use state resources to support companies that have been mismanaged and are dying and have no future in creating the jobs as we have. We have to be cautious in going forward. Mr. Speaker, that's
I suggesting that this company is dying and is being used, state resources are being used to revive it. Is there any such evidence that you want to share with us? Otherwise, let's speak to the report.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, the company if you look at the company's own objectives, it is very clear that what we are going to do will help them to increase profitability. It will help to spur growth. I'm saying that.
Does that mean that it is dying?
Of course, the company, if the company was doing well, wouldn't need the government support. It's very, very clear to me. So, Mr. Speaker, I think the point I'm making is a very important one. I'm saying we should be guided in going forward so that we don't throw good money at bad. It is important. And I think that if we do so, and we must make sure that these companies' objectives are aligned with ours. We don't invest 100 million in a company for the company to tell us that, oh no, we can't create 50. They'll promise 100,000 jobs, and then we invest 100 million. And they can't say no, we didn't say that. We can't do that. The job market cannot promise. I'm saying that we must hold them to what they have promised to do. Now that we are basically going to really invent and put companies around, because that was not the original objective of the one district, one factory.
Hold on. Yes, Chairman.
The Speaker.